Hey guys, Don Shrike here doing another vlog, and today I want to talk about storytelling. And let's go above the basics for a second, because storytelling isn't just about plot. I mean, it's a large part about plot. But it's also about responsibility in telling that story. What storytellers do, writers, actors, directors, they shape perception, emotion, sometimes even reality. And that's a power. The responsibility of creators, even sometimes just people that make video vlogs or tell a story in a different way, the power comes with weight, not control, but responsibility and clarity, being true, being honest. That's sometimes subjective and oftentimes what people elect to do or don't. The audience's role. Audiences have a say, but that say is in their attention, not in threats and ultimatums. And we hear about boycotts and I don't like this, or I don't like this individual, or whatever. And I understand where people are coming from, but I think there's something to be said about voting with your feet in that manner. But I think it's also important to expect the unexpected when it comes to art. Part of good storytelling is not always giving people what they expect. It's about resonance, not reward. And I think capitulation is part of what right now is a big chunk of what's hurting Hollywood and killing the art of storytelling. If every story ends with the crowd approved, then what's the point of risk, of tension, truth? Art isn't supposed to be a vending machine. You don't insert attention, demand the candy you like. You experience it or you walk away. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes artists and sometimes creators get a little mad or angry with sometimes the way the content that has been presented is accepted or rejected. But unfortunately, that's part of what they do. And part of what we do is, as I said before, if we don't like something, we can make certain choices. But I think one of the mistakes that we make is like what happened with Justice League. Now, I liked both Joss Whedon and, Zack Snyder, I hope I got his name right, editions. I'm not a big, huge Justice League fan, and I understand where people are coming from, but I think it was a mistake for Warner Brothers to capitulate and make another edition because people didn't ultimately like what they got. And I think that sets a tone for if you don't like something bad enough, you don't like the way that a story is told, that you could just rip apart the script or the idea of someone who's put that together and say, give us now something that we want. I think there's a danger in that. So in my final thought, storytelling matters because it moves people. Creators should be free to risk that, even if some walk out and some don't get it. And I think it's also important to at least, even if you don't like something, that it isn't something that you necessarily take personal or you take out of context and you criticize it for something that it's not. This is something I felt like I wanted to talk about because that's something that I feel is noticeable in my experience. And I'm not telling anyone what to do, but this is just how I feel about the art of storytelling. And I kind of wonder what you think. So if, you got a position out, you want to make a video, I'll respond to it. But yeah, until next time, take good care of you. I gotta go.